So I had bought this here, this Sharge Disk Plus when it was on Kickstarter. And on Kickstarter, it was actually not a bad deal, coming in around $30 US. Currently, though, buying this outside of Kickstarter, these are coming in, I believe, like 70, anywhere from 70 to $100, depending on if they're on sale, US for this. And this is the Sharge Disk Plus. It's a USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 NVMe SD enclosure. Maximum speeds 10 gigs. Okay. So my thought was at the time, cool, right? I'd be able to use this because one of their features that they talked about was it being able to stick to your phone, right? Be able to use it so that you could use one of the pro apps to shoot in 4K ProRes, which I thought very cool, right? So this is actually what came, which honestly looks great, right? There it is, the Disc Plus box. It's got your little stuff in there, little manual. This is the actual enclosure. We'll talk about that in a second. But I think the enclosure looks nice. It does, right? And then inside here, you get a little pouch, little screw for undoing it. Looks like you get some possibly like heat shielding, things like tape for the actual NVMe drive that you want to put in there. I do like that they give you a little case though. That's kind of handy. I like that. It's nice. Plus, I got this, right? A Disc Plus accessory. So this is a magnetic ring, which you know what? Any of us that have bought probably MagSafe style stuff, most companies just kind of throw them in there because of the fact that you, if you want to be able to use it with a non-Apple phone, which I'm sure a lot of people want to do that. I've got a non-Apple phone being right there is kind of important. So you'll actually see here, you get this thing, right? This sticks on it. So I don't even know how this works, right? Anyway, you get this plate, which I think this plate, what happens is this goes on the physical drive if you want. Yes. Does this have stickiness to it? Well, it has a little bit of stickiness to it. Oh, there it is. So it does. This has stickiness on it, right? Cool. So you can, right, have that there. And then you can have this, of course. I'm guessing that's the lineup screw. So depending on how you want to do this, right, you'd line this up so that these two are attached to each other so that this can sit on your phone like X. Yes? Great. That seems nice. But here's I want to say here's my thought with this, because I'm not 100% sure, because what they say is this goes on, you can see here, right? This circle goes on this, which goes on this, right? Screw here, here, okay. Oh, I see what they're doing. This would have to be on there all the time, right? Because this is going to stick over top of that. Yes? Which now makes this thicker. So you so push this part out. Now, I don't know why they didn't just have this pre-built onto there, because it seems kind of one of the main reasons that you actually want this enclosure, right? Especially for $100 enclosure. The reason that you want this is, of course, that you're going to plug it into a phone. Because let's be honest with you, you can buy enclosures that have this same kind of speed for way less money. So you're buying this because it's thin, it attaches to your phone. So then what happens is you have one of these rings, of course, because if you don't have a phone, you need to stick this, as they show, onto here, right? Which there's that little stickiness. But again, like, doesn't matter where you kind of put this, unless you have it, I guess, right there. It still kind of blocks this. I don't know. It's just, it's a weird setup that seems like, why didn't you just design, I don't know, something differently so that I get this whole piece, because that's what pushes out this, right? And this, just so you guys know, is the little included USB, right? Again, for your phone, because it's small. That's the purpose of it. Yeah, I don't know, this whole ring thing here, I'm not 100% down with it. And the sticker part, I'm not 100% down with it, because this now, of course, you would peel off and then stick on your phone. Because of where this is, like, it's a pain in the butt to get like the cable out. But I guess this wouldn't be on necessarily. I guess that's the issue, right? That wouldn't be there, right? Because this would be stuck to your phone, which means this is still Okay, no, I get it. We're fine. Anyways, here's my thing. There's a few features I do like about this. I like that it has, you'll see here, a USB-C, right? And a USB-C. Why two? Well, one is you plug your phone into one, right? Into your phone, and then you have another USB that's a pass-through for charging. That I like. That I do like. I do like that. Okay, so I think that's kind of a win. Now, I'm not going to do any speed tests because let's be honest, you're going to put at different NVMe's, you may get different speeds. It has a maximum of 1,000. Should it get that? Sure. Here's my issue. I don't think you'll get it sustained for a long time because one of the issues with externals in general is, of course, this is really thin, which means it is aluminum, which will help with some heat dissipation, but there's not, it's just because it's so small it's going to heat up and that drive's going to throttle. It is what it is. It's just going to happen, right? I think the big reason for this, again, is you're going to be using it with your phone so that you can get like ProRes on an iPhone. I do like the fact that you can charge and do this. I think that's a huge bonus. Now, if you are not going to be doing that, you're not going to be doing large, right, iPhone captures on this. Honestly, you know what? It's probably a better deal just to do what I did previously, which is this. Find yourself an old drive. Here's a Crucial, right? An X6, right? USB. I could find a smaller USB cable, so don't worry about that, right? And I took one of those little sticky things that, again, you get from everything. I had like 100 of them sitting in a drawer. This, guess what? Boom, magnetic. We're good, right? If I had that little, a small cable, I could do the exact same thing. You know, plug this in, right? Now, the other thing, of course, I don't have here is that pass-through for power, which, again, I like. I like that pass-through for power. I think that's the saving grace of this enclosure. But if you brought up my USB speed test, there's my Crucial right there. I could start this, right? Boom, 547 megabytes, megabits. You guys will always correct me, whatever, right? Every support, every kind of ProRes that this phone can shoot, this drive will support. So I'm good. I'm super happy. If you're doing 1080, you may even be able to get away with just using an SD card reader. But that really, when you think about it, guess what? Smaller. Yes? You'd be like, it's a little thicker. But is it? But is it a little thicker? It says you got to add all this stuff, you know? So when you add all this stuff to it, is it a little thicker? I don't know. I think it's almost exactly the same, right? Plus, this is the same size basically as this piece. The only reason I would go with this, the only reason, honestly, is that pass through for charging. Because when you take this and you buy an NVMe that you're not going to get that speed for anyways, unless you're possibly going to, well, you're not. This can only do 1,000, right? So the fastest you're going to get is 1,000, and I guarantee you maybe 700-800. This is pulling me close to 600, and it's all enclosed, done. I just said put a sticker on it. I'll use it. I'll use it for sure. I bought it, so I'll use it. But I think for me, the big thing is after traveling, I like the fact again that I can, you know, power it through here as well. What I would like to see, this is what I would like to see. And Sharge, if you want to take this idea and do it, maybe you're doing it already, is battery bank, right? A battery bank that has hard drive in it. Battery bank that has a hard drive in it, right? Again, you could USB-C it. Maybe you don't even need to. Oh, I wonder. Here's my wonder. Here's my wonder. Right here's my wonder. Okay, so I had to go find a battery. But, so this is a battery, but you know you can get, I have them, I just, for some reason I can't find it. You have these that have the MagSafe charging on them. Yes, right? So you have this, and then you put a sticker on this. So you put one of these sticker things on here, right? So now this can stick to this, boom, which sticks to this, right, with the sticker, which then sticks to this. It's thick, But I wonder if you had this mounted on a tripod, right? At this point in time, actually, you do it the other way, this way, right? So it's sitting like this. At this point in time, battery is charging your phone wirelessly, and you have the data coming straight in here, which means you could use this or this anyway. So you've had this set up like so, then you'd be rocking a super setup, right? Wirelessly charging with this running in. I just need a smaller cable. Oh, now I'm thinking. All right. Anyways, cool idea. No speed test here because you honestly, it's not going to be that fast. Let's call it what it is, right? Big feature I like. It is thin, 100%, but I like the pass-through charging of it. I think that is super useful, and that's a big reason that this is really for, let's say, a phone. But you're gonna pay for it, right? It doesn't come with a drive or anything. You're still paying $100. Is this a better deal? It really depends on that charging. If that charging's big, if I'm doing a long run charging, then yeah, it may be worth it because again, NVMe is still going to cost you over $100, right? For a small one, that's a 2 terabyte one there. I got on sale for $100. So I don't know. This may be the saving grace for this, right? Because you put a battery in the mix, especially a MagSafe one that you can just stick there. I think that's the winner. Anyways, Sharge. If you think about it, I think you should have this. Put a drive in it, right? Just put a drive in it. But I guess if you sell it as an enclosure, that's fine. Whatever. But make it thicker and have at least, let's say a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, so you get twice as much power as your phone normally has. And be able to still keep it fairly thin. I think that would be the idea. All right, guys. Anyways, I will put links to where you can pick one of these up. Or just go to Amazon and pick up an external hard drive. Just make sure it's a nice small one, right? You don't want something too big. All right, guys, that's it. Links down below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell, and I'm going to see you guys later. I'm out. Later.